Hey everybody, this is Zachariah, and I'm bringing you some gameplay on Interchange. It's a drop zone game, and I'm using the M16 rapid fire and red dot sight. And this is going to be a life story. It was when I was around, I'm 15 now. I was around 12 or 13. This was in my 8th grade trip to Washington, and I'm from Texas, so it's a little bit different from where I'm used to. And I remember I was in my late 12, early 13, so I was kind of scared about going somewhere, far away, some random teacher that I never had. And that's kind of, you would guess that, yeah. And, when we were at the trip, the guides were a little bit strict, like, I don't want to go back to Washington, because I might see them again. That kind of, like, I don't want to see them scary stuff. And with that, they sold water for like $1, and that, if any of y'all live in New York, you would understand, because that stuff is way expensive. And we were I was going to buy a water bottle after we were eating at this restaurant, and I guess he was parked in a place he couldn't be, so he was trying to get us all on the bus. And I was going to hand him the dollar and just take one, like, super fast. I could just keep walking at the same speed. But he kept getting mad at me, and he, like, screamed at me. And he's some old guy that I never knew. And this is on the first day. It was so funny. I could not stop laughing. I don't know. Like, I got in trouble, and they didn't like me from that point on. And I guess you could kind of understand that because, he's doing something illegal for us, and I'm trying to get a water bottle. But later in that trip, a few days, like 2 or 3, we stopped at a store so we can get some souvenirs for our parents and family. And the rule was that we couldn't get laser painters or the little shock pins. We've all pressed one of those sometime in our life. And me being me, I actually found a shock laser pointer. It looked like a laser pointer, but it shocked like the shock pin. And I got it, and I bought it, and the guys did not see. I was going to use it as a prank on my brother. When I got home, he does like the laser painters. There's a battlefield over here. The laser pointers. And I got it past the guides. And when we were going through the town that same day, on the 3rd and 4th day, we stopped at a place. I didn't know what it was. I didn't really care. I was just there to be there. And we went inside, and it was a big place. I didn't know what it was. It was kind of scary. And there were a bunch of people lying out the door. And there were people, like, putting stuff through the x-ray machines. And I forgot that the laser pointer was in my bag. And the lady that was checking, she asked me, or she was over at the line, and she picked up my bag, and she was asking around, and so I went up to her, and I was like, what's wrong with my bag? And she was going through, and she found the laser pointer, and oh my gosh, it was so bad. This security lady, and I don't know where this place was, but she found it, and she was about to press it, and I was about to tell her to stop. I was going to be like, no, like, it was in that moment. It was like the slow-mo thing. I was like, no, and she pressed it, and she was like, no, and she, like, let go of it, and she just looked at me, and she dropped it when she pressed the button, and she started looking for my guide, and oh my gosh, I got in so much trouble. They were about to send me home from Washington, D.C. It was not a very good point to be in. It was very bad, but it turns out the place that I was, it was where they kept the I just lost my train of thought. Okay, but it was the document. Gosh, the Constitution. Okay, my bad, I just got it. It was the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, and so I was, oh geez, it was pretty bad. I almost got sent home right then, but I didn't, and I didn't get to keep the laser pointer, so I didn't get to bring my brother. I was kind of upset, but yeah, that was kind of my story when I was like scared. And also, we were with other kids from Texas, and there were like other people there, but they saw me get in trouble. And these people in my group and some people from Laredo, Texas, they were kind of talking. They were starting to be friends and everything. And this was back when Facebook was really good, and they were all talking on Facebook and stuff. But when we saw the Statue of Liberty, we went out there on the boat, and when we were coming back, it was a girl, or two girls in my my blah blah, my little group, and it was a boy and a girl from the other group in Laredo, and they were talking, and one of the girls in my group let the boy see her iPhone, or not her iPhone, her iPod, because we were young, we were in like 8th grade, and he was like on the side of the boat, we just docked, and we kind of hit the log, and it bumped him, and he dropped the iPod right into the bay, just like straight in there, and it was pretty bad, but turns out the boy was kind of rich, and the girl got another iPod. It was the newer version, so she was happy. She wasn't happy at the time, though. It was very bad at the time. I'll tell you all that. But yeah, guys, this has been Zach or Dies, my life story. I will be doing more of these. I'm gonna try and space them out because I'm only 15. I don't really have that many, but the ones that I do, I'll make sure that they're pretty entertaining. This one was just my first one to get started because it was kind of scary, and it was funny at the same time because it was some security lady. She pressed the button, but rate, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna just let the video finish. You can keep watching it. My KD's not that great in the game, but I will be doing more with the M16. And peace out.
100 days have made me older since the last time that I saw your pretty face. 1,000 lives have made